morning, students. Myself, your science teacher, and I welcome you all to the online teaching and learning platform of R.P.M. Lovely Public Senior Secondary School. Students, in our previous video, we have started with chapter 13th of class 9th biology, that is, why do we fall ill. Today we are going to proceed further. Today we are going to discuss the following topics, that is, what is disease, what do you mean by disease free, and what are the signs and symptoms of a disease. So students, we are going to start with these topics. So let's get started with the video. So in our previous class, we have discussed about health. That means it is a state of being physically, mentally and social well-being of a person. Today, we are going to understand what is disease. So, disease is any abnormality or disturbance caused in the body. That means any abnormality or disturbance in our body leads to disease. Suppose I am not feeling well. To wake up, I am having my body temperature higher than the normal one. That means my body is not functioning properly. That may lead to any disease. That means disease is what? Any abnormality or disturbance caused in our body. Basically, the causes of disease can be internal causes, as any of my organ is not functioning properly. That means the cause of a disease is internal. It is inside our body. Now, there are some external causes of the disease as well. That is microorganisms. The disease causing microorganisms like germs are the external causes of the disease. So basically, disease can be caused by two factors. First comes internal, that is inside our body, and second comes external, that is disease causing microorganisms, also called pathogens. Now, let us discuss the difference between disease free and healthy. So, in a healthy individual, it is a state of physical, mental and social well-being of a person. That means for healthy person, these three aspects has to be your well, which physical, mental and social. Whereas in case of disease free, it is merely just absence from disease. That means a person is just free from disease. Now, second point for healthy person is, it refers to individual physical and social environment. For a healthy person, we are going to include also the physical, social and mental environment. Whereas in case of disease free, it only refers to individual. It is only referred to individual physical fitness basically. Now, the third point for healthy person is, the individual has good health in case of healthy individual. Whereas in case of disease free, a person may or may not have a good health. Fine. So let us proceed further with the next topic, that is, how can we stay disease free. We all know we can stay disease free by having proper diet, as it gives you all the nutrients, by keeping our environment or our surroundings clean, because if our surrounding is clean, we are disease free. That means we are healthy. Third, by maintaining personal hygiene. That is, by maintaining your personal hygiene, you can remain disease free. Now, let us understand how can we identify that we have disease. So, basically, how can we identify that we can have disease? So, if you go to any of the person, if you are going to ask, how can I identify a disease? A person can identify a disease through symptoms. What are symptoms? They just indicate that there is a disease. So, symptoms are those factors that let you indicate that there is disease. For example, I am feeling not well because I am having high fever, my body temperature is high, that means that is a symptom that I am not well. Now, what are the signs of a disease? Signs are more definite indications of a disease. For example, in case of COVID-19, you have various signs of a disease: body temperature, body ache, headache, and also your feeling breathlessness. That means you cannot breathe easily. So these are signs of a disease. Signs are more definite indication of a disease. And sometimes you also need a test, lab test to be done to find a disease. So sometimes also you need to have lab test in order to find a disease. So symptoms are just indicate that there is a disease, whereas signs are more definite indication of a disease. Fine. So students, today we have discussed what is disease, what is disease free, and how can we identify a disease. Hope you find this video very useful for your learning process. I thank you all for giving your precious time in watching this video. Thank you, kids.